Welcome to Stitching with Cindy Botts. Today I have a quick placemat tutorial. I've done them before in the past. This one is a little different in the size I'm making it. Now this I'm making for my drop side of my kitchen island where people pull their bar stool up or their chair up to the side of the island, and it is not as wide as a normal placemat, so it needs a custom size. It is only 11 inches wide, so from the top of my placemat to the bottom is only 11 inches, which is also happens to be the size of my plate. So a plate fits nice on that drop, the drop side of the island, but a placemat hangs over and it's just kind of funky. So I made this to be 11 inches this way, and I think I did 14 inches across, which really just gives a little bit on each side of the plate. Now for this I bought cute Dollar Tree fabric, a quarter yard, a fat quarter for $1.25, and I got 4 of these center pieces out of 1 fat quarter. Then the back is a buffalo plaid. Again, I bought this at the Dollar Tree, and I was able to get 2 backings out of each fat quarter. So I think price-wise I did really well. I found I had some of this red polka dot in my stash, so it works out well. I just thought this print was really cute. The rustic pantry there, the Happy Tricks Dream Farmhouse, Juicy Jacks, just a really cute print. And since it's not going to be an heirloom quilt, it's okay to buy from the Dollar Tree. I'm just working within that budget. The center of my placemat is some leftover flannel that I had, so really working on that budget. So let's take a look at the fabric I got. Really cute fabric, just really cute. And then of course for the back, the buffalo plaid. Again, just super cute for the kitchen. I measured out my centerpiece. Again, I made it total for the placemat is 11 inches, and I wanted to be able to put a 2-inch strip sewn on here so it would come out at 1.5 inches after seam allowances. So this piece I believe was 9 inches. Again, I cut the fat quarter into 4 equal rectangles, so it may have been 8.5. 8.5 sounds right because it was 17 inches and I cut it in half. So yes, 8.5. All right, so take that fat quarter and just measure it and cut it into quarters, and that will give you your center. All right, then I went ahead and I have my 2-inch strips here. Now you could make your strips wider, narrower. You could make the center larger if you wanted to, use more of your fat quarter and not get as many out of it. You could make this, a center large center mat, hot pad mat for in the center of your table. However you wanted to do it, same principle. Okay, so we're just going to put right sides together strip onto the center, sew down. I chose to use a 1/4 inch seam. You could make it a 1/2 inch seam if you're more comfortable with that. I did it on both ends and then pressed it back, trimmed down the sides, and laid the next strip on it and just worked my way around. All right, just lay that next strip on, work your way around your square. Here is my rectangle, I should say, not square. There it is with its 4 strips on it. Then I used flannel in the middle. If you have leftover batting, you could use leftover batting. I was really happy not to have to get into my good yardage flannel. I could use up some of my scrappy sections. Then I cut the backing for this out of the buffalo plaid, and I just used my rectangle top, laid that on top of the backing fabric, and cut it to size. That way I didn't have to worry about my measurements being off. It's perfect cut to size. Then I just did a 1/2 inch seam all the way around. It left a nice big opening for turning. I turned that inside back right side out after sewing it with right sides together. And you can see my flannel here. If you wanted a little bit more cushiony, you could use 2 layers of flannel. That really is up to you. I got this little turning tool that I use from the Dollar Tree also. It works out really well. I wouldn't use the really pointy end, but this ball is a little bit bigger and it works out well. Turn that around, press it down, and then just go ahead and tuck those raw edges inside for where your hole is that you turned it, and just sew it closed. Go ahead and sew that top stitching all the way around. I chose to do a top stitching here right at the edge of my inner rectangle, and then about 1/4 inch out, just to give it that finished look. Again, it's cute, easy, fun, cheap. Don't let the dollar store and Walmart type fabric scare you. Yes, I wouldn't use it in my heirloom quilts that I want to pass on from generation to generation, but for simple projects such as pot holders and placemats and things like that, that you're really going to end up replacing because they take a beating and you wash them a lot because they get spilled on. I know I need to replace my pot holders. They're looking pretty beat up from food spills and burn marks and whatnot. You know, I don't invest a lot of money in those things. So happy stitching. Please like and subscribe. Tell your friends. Have a great day. Bye-bye now.